Welcome to Explain the Charts. Today we're going over the S&P 500, ticker SPY, and analyzing the recent news and market data to see what it tells us about where SPY could go. As you can see from this daily chart, SPY has been in an upward trend for the last few months, but in the past few weeks, it looks like it's starting to stall. Let's zoom in on the last month, specifically on the last 2 weeks, to get a better idea of the recent price action. Looking at this closer range, we can see that SPY has tested resistance at around 560 and 565 multiple times in the last 2 weeks, and each time it has been unable to break through it. We can also see that there is a growing bearish trend in the candlestick patterns here. There are more red candles than green ones, indicating that sellers are in control. Now let's move over to the 1-hour chart and see if we can find any clues as to what's driving this recent price action. The 1-hour chart shows that SPY has been trading in a range for the last few days, and this is confirmed by the daily chart sideways movement from the past few weeks. Let's narrow down the time frame on this 1-hour chart and see the last few days in detail. We can see that SPY has been bouncing around the 555 level in the last 48 hours. We can also see that the volume has been declining throughout the last few days, suggesting that traders are less confident in the direction of the market. This is especially significant in light of the news that we've been seeing about the manufacturing sector. The ISM Manufacturing Index released on Tuesday showed that the manufacturing sector contracted for the 5th straight month in August. This news has sparked concerns about economic growth, which may be what is driving the bearish sentiment in SPY. So, what should we look for in the future? If SPY breaks below the 555 level, it could signal that the bearish trend is gaining momentum. On the other hand, if SPY manages to break above the 560 level, it could indicate that the bulls are still in control. Now let's shift our attention to the 15-minute chart to see if we can get an even better understanding of SPY's short-term price action. Looking at the 15-minute chart, the recent price action looks choppy, with SPY moving up and down in a relatively tight range. We can see a lot of short-term momentum here, as SPY has moved both up and down in a few minutes. But if we look at the last few hours of the 15-minute chart, we can see that the volume has been declining, which aligns with the 1-hour chart's data. This further suggests that traders are hesitant to make big bets on the direction of the market. This hesitation is likely due to the combination of the manufacturing data, the trend reversals shown in the daily chart, and SPY's inability to break through resistance. So, what should we look for on this 15-minute chart? If SPY breaks below the 555 level, it could signal that the bearish trend is gaining momentum, which aligns with the daily chart. On the other hand, if SPY breaks above the 560 level, it could signal that the bulls are still in control, which would contradict the daily chart. In summary, SPY is currently facing a crossroads. The news about the manufacturing sector and the bearish trend reversals shown in the daily chart suggest that a pullback is possible. However, the inability to break below the 555 level on the 1-hour and 15-minute charts suggests that the bears might not have enough momentum yet. The key price levels to watch are 555, 560, and 565. If SPY breaks below 555, it could trigger a more significant pullback. On the other hand, if SPY manages to break above 560, it could indicate that the bulls are still in control, despite the daily chart showing bearish sentiment. Keep in mind that the volume has been declining across all time frames, which suggests that traders are hesitant to make big bets on the direction of the market. We need to watch the price action closely and see if SPY breaks through either the support or resistance levels to determine the future direction of the market. That's it for today's analysis of SPY. We hope you found it helpful. As always, make sure to do your own research and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. Subscribe to Explain the Charts for more in-depth analyses like this and stay tuned for our next video.